Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and I have an interview with Phoebe French. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. So she plays Charlotte on the show. She's been in multiple episodes of season 4. So I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about your experience on the show and stuff like that. Can we just start off with your audition process for the show?
Yeah, so it was really cool. I didn't fully know like what I was kind of getting into when I first was asked about joining the show. So at first I think they knew obviously that, female cobras was going to be a big part of season 4. So that was really cool and they ended up just like reaching out to me. How I auditioned was just sending in, they made the call for like athletic, like female. So
Yeah,
that's kind of what I like submitted for. And
yeah.
then after that, after I had already filmed, I think 1 or 2 episodes, they, let me know my name and kind of that I was going to be on for the foreseeable future. So that was cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. Um, so in season 4, we figured out that your character Charlotte is in Cobra Kai. Were you excited that you're in Cobra Kai, or what dojo did you want Charlotte to be in?
Oh yeah, I think Cobra Kai definitely for sure. And not just because there was no girls, it was super cool to be like, one of the first girls to get to be in
Mhm.
there. I mean, we had Tori, of course, but I just think, Cobra Kai is I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm biased, but I think it's the best one. They're
yeah,
they're
yeah.
champions. So I was really excited about that.
That's awesome. Um, yeah. So did they hand out all the extras gis like a couple days before you guys were filming the All Valley, or how did that work?
Yeah, we probably got fit for them like a week or 2. I remember during prom, was the first time I tried on the gi, and that was kind of
Mm.
like the best moment ever just 'cause, it was like real and, we
Yeah.
knew we were gonna be filming the tournament in like a week. I think we filmed the tournament for like 10 days or 2 weeks, something like that. So
Mhm.
yeah, we just got like fitted for them and they measured us all out and had our name patches like sewn on like a week before.
Yeah. Were you a fan of Karate Kid or Cobra Kai before?
Yes, definitely. I didn't watch it, like, at first, it was on YouTube Red, so I didn't watch it until it got on Netflix. So, like, when
Yeah.
season 3 came out, that's, like, when I started watching it, and I had seen The Karate Kid,
Yeah.
like, with my family and stuff growing up too. So,
That's awesome. Did you have like any like martial art experience before the show?
I actually had none.
Oh,
So, it was something, yeah, that I definitely had to work on, and, yeah, season 4 and season 5, there's a lot of, intense, like, martial arts
mhm.
training. So, yeah, that was something I definitely had to work on, but it was such a cool skill to be able to do,
Yeah.
and now it's something that I really love doing, so
Did you train like offset like between seasons 4 and 5?
Yeah, a
Or like
little
getting
bit.
ready? Yeah.
Yeah, just definitely getting ready for season 5 because, we didn't really know, like, what it was gonna be like or anything like that, but,
Mhm.
definitely intense training while we're, filming and stuff too, because we would, learn all the times we're practicing in the
Yeah.
dojo and stuff, we would have to, have the stunt people, like, teach us all the moves so that all of us were, like, super in sync and looked good while we were doing it, so that was really fun too.
Well, you didn't have a lot of time between seasons 4 and 5. Like you filmed 2 seasons in 1 year. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, we finished
That's
filming season 4. It really was. We finished filming season 4 in, like, April, I wanna say, end of April, early May, and then
mhm.
beginning season 5 was, like, September, I think. So, it was really just, like, the summer that they had off, so they did them super close together, which was really cool, and I think everyone's glad, that season 5 is coming out so
Yeah.
soon.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to wait, like, a year.
Yeah, because that it's unusual for a show to film 2 seasons in 1 year, but that like it was a really cool surprise knowing that season 5 was filming much earlier than we thought.
Definitely.
That was very cool. Um, so did you have you hung out with any of the extras on and off set between or like between seasons or like after filming?
Definitely. Gianna is one of my best friends. She plays Lindsay. So we met on the show. We were roommates for a while. She, is in Atlanta right now. So we see each other all the time. And then a bunch of us, we have a group chat, and we, have
Mhm.
like a party for the Super Bowl. We will a lot of them will go like rock climbing and just like go watch movies and stuff together. So it's cool to have that like community.
That's
It's
so
really
cool.
fun.
That's so cool. What is your like daily routine like when you're going on to set? Like what's like how do you like prepare to go to set? Like what times? And then like when do you like leave set?
That's a good question. I've actually never been asked that before. Usually we find out the night before, so it kind of is stressful because you don't know like if you're
Yeah.
gonna have to wake up super early or if you're gonna have to go in later until the night before, because it all depends on how much filming they can get done the day
Mhm.
before, if that makes sense. So, if they go until 10 p.m. the day before, we probably won't have like a super early call time. So usually we'll have to like stay up, and then we find out, okay, we have to be there at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Then we would go get a COVID test, all of that stuff. And then in the morning, they're kind of like break down what we'll be doing for the day. Oh, this is the scene. They'll read us the script, and then get changed into whatever our outfit, usually geese or something, like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll make sure that the hair and makeup is all done for everyone. But usually it's pretty simple for that. And then filming all day, we get a lunch break. And then, yeah, it's cool too because we get a lot of like off time when we're hanging out. So, like when we're not filming, we, go back to the room and we all just get to talk and hang out and practice all of our stunts to make sure they look really good before we go back on.
That's awesome. Um what is like the camera setup? Like how many cameras are there? Like what does that look like?
Yeah, it really depends. I think they usually use at least two. So how they do it is they'll usually, film the scene from one angle, and then it takes like an hour and a half to kind of reset up all the cameras and then flip it in reverse to film from the other angle.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So like each time it takes a while to film everything because they
Mhm.
have to kind of switch lighting around and all of that. So usually there's stuff coming in from both ways, but then we flip it in reverse and do it all over again from the other angle. So maybe it'll be like the back of our head, but yeah.
Yeah. So how long did it take to film the All Valley again?
The All Valley, I think it took 10 days. I think there was 10 days of filming. So it was kind of a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a while. That's awesome though. What did you do mostly while you were on in the All Valley? Like obviously, like were you lined up next to the other Cobras?
Yeah, so it was a lot of the All Valley for us, just because we didn't have any like fight scenes or anything like that.
Yeah.
A lot of it was just like standing, like looking tough, and then like watching whoever was going up to spar.
Yeah.
So like and it was funny just because how many times we got to see it. So they would have to do it over and over and over and over again for hours, but it was fun to watch it. And then there was like a few times where we'd be in the background like sparring. They'd give us like a few little things to do while, they're kind of focused on another scene, but they wanted to show us. And
Mhm.
then some of it was like the celebrating and getting to walk out of the tunnel when they were like Cobra Kai and they announced all the dojos at the beginning, stuff like that.
That's cool. So when we got the Cobra Kai season 5 date announcement trailer and I believe Netflix is a joke.
Hmm.
Oh no, yeah, okay. We also got like a Sam deleted scene where she wins the All Valley. We fans were wondering like was that just to confuse like the fans in like the and like the fans in the background that were like cheering on, was that just supposed to confuse them, or is that an actual
Yeah.
like that's what it was?
Yes, so it was to just throw them off because a lot of the scenes, there was like 250, maybe 300 of the fans in like the audience, and they were there, a lot, but we didn't film a lot from that angle just because most of it was like from the fans' point of view, like if that makes sense. So they weren't
Yeah.
like the whole audience didn't need to be there, all of the time. And it is kind of such a big twist with like what happens at the end with Tori and everything like that. So I think like John and them, they wanted to keep that as like on the down low because you never know who's gonna like sneak a phone in there or like even though they're
Yeah.
not supposed to, you never know who's gonna say something to like their family or whatever. So they wanted to just do both of those to kind of like keep everyone guessing, even though we
That's
we
very,
knew who won.
yeah, that's very smart.
Yeah.
Um, did you hang out with any like the main cast members at all, or like who is your favorite to hang out with?
Yeah, most of them are in LA, and so I'm in Atlanta, so I don't get to see them usually when we're not filming. But
Mhm.
I really like Sela, she's great, and Peyton. Most of the time, like we're with the Cobra, so we get to kind of like I've gotten to know them better. So definitely, the two of them are awesome.
That's so cool. Well, thank you so much for doing this interview. Um, I will link her Instagram in the description if you guys want to check her out on there. But thank you so much for joining us. Do you have anything else to say before we wrap it up?
I don't think so. This was awesome. So much fun.
Thank you so much for coming on. And
Of
remember,
course.
a man can't stand, he can't fight.